Hi, welcome to my One Funnel Away Challenge 30-Day Summit Review video. I wanted to make this video because I recently read the first two chapters of the book here, and I wanted to give you my thoughts on what Trey Lewallen and Liz Benny have to say. So let's get started. In a moment, I'll have a bonus for you that will make your time watching this video worth the while. So, what did Trey have to say? So Trey is in a physical product niche. So what Trey talks about is how you need to restart an email list and how to acquire that email list. So Trey goes about by first off downsizing. He gets rid of unnecessary bills to free up some extra capital to be able to take advantage of the products and services that he needs to purchase for this 30-day restart. He also has a set schedule that he uses every day, which encompasses waking up, breakfast, listening to a motivational speaker, which he actually talks about using Tony Robbins, which I think everybody really knows that name. He's one of the most successful motivational speakers of all time. Also exercise. So between the two authors that I've read so far, exercise is a key component. That's something that I need to be better about incorporating into my daily activities, which I really do plan on working on. Niche selection. Niche selection is something that he goes through to make sure that he's picking the proper niche, which is something that he is, he's in love with, something that he will not mind working on every single day, something that it doesn't feel like work. It's just passion. It's just something that speaks to him. So what he does is he actually takes a large, like an art style piece of paper and writes down all the different things that he's interested in, all the different niches, whether it's something like hunting or fishing, or something as simple as dogs and cats, specific breeds that may be relevant to a lot of other people, and then he can create an email list around that. Figures out which niche that he wants to go into. He'll go to a bookstore like Barnes & Noble to review the magazine covers and also to read the magazines to see what type of wording that they use in their articles, so that he can better fine-tune the emails that he'll be sending out in his list. The covers that are 100% displayed sell better, and as that percentage goes down, the number of sales of those magazines go down in that store. That way he knows which ones are popular and which ones actually don't sell that very well. So, as he goes through the different days, he talks about the journey that he's going through. What he actually does is he creates an email list by calling some of the advertisers in the magazines and asking them to give him a gift that he can promote through his email list. The way that he gives back to these companies is that he says that he will share those email lists with those companies, and when they find out that information, they're more ready to give up a free gift. The free gift, he suggests, for the giveaway needs to range between $300 and $700, because it makes it more believable for the person that could possibly receive that gift. If it's anything higher than that, they think it's kind of out of touch, and if it's anything lower than that, they think it might be a scam. Now, the rest of the days he goes, it's a setup of how you need to set up that email list, how you promote that email list, creating a physical product, which what he creates is he designs a t-shirt. He gives you the resources that you need to create those t-shirts. He gives you ideas of what type of distributor you should use. He uses a printing company out of Missouri, because it's in the center of the United States, which means that you're only so many time zones away, which makes shipping actually cheaper for you. And this company will drop ship your items for you, which means that you don't have to hold on to any inventory. For the rest of the time in the 30-day interview, he goes through how he sets that up and how to monetize that email list successfully. And it's really good reading. I highly suggest that you look into Trey. Now, let's move on to Liz. Now, Liz is she's a coach. She's a consulting coach, a very high-end consulting coach. So again, her interview is how she would reset after 30 days and what she would do. Liz focuses a lot on her mental state and making sure that she's balancing her work and her family. She finds that to be very important. But again, with her, another key aspect is exercise. She tries to exercise 5 times a week to make sure that you're in the right mindset. And again, listens to a motivational tape of some kind or watches a video before she starts her day. Make sure, she's in the right mindset to feel like she can be successful. Now, Liz takes advantage of Facebook. I'm personally not a fan of Facebook. I haven't used it in a few years now. I wasn't using it for the right reasons. I was getting into it and getting into arguments with people because I thought that I could share my ideas and possibly change minds, but I was unsuccessful in that, and I realized that it was unhealthy for me to continue on doing this. So I gave it up, but it may be something I need to get back into in the future to make this venture with ClickFunnels successful. So when it comes to Liz, again, like I said, she leverages Facebook. She'll use Facebook Live. She'll use Facebook advertisements, direct messaging campaigns, try to build, an email list essentially, and to offer them a consultation program. Now you need to remember that with this 30-day summit, they're going in as if they're an unknown in these markets. So they cannot use their name as recognition for them to start these successful businesses again. Liz goes into great detail as to how she'll do that. There are a couple key components of Liz's 30-day summit that she emphasizes greatly in the interview. She talks about how wasting time on little things like logos and website domains aren't worth it. Spend about 20 to 30 minutes on that and move on from that. Also, she spends a lot of time on balancing her work-life relationship and her own health. These are key components of Liz being successful, and I believe there probably will be a key components of me being successful. Another thing Liz focuses on is her story. Your story is going to be big to marketing to people because people are going to connect with you on a very integral level that is important for them to keep coming back to you because they believe in you and what you're trying to sell them. Without that story, you're really just a face, and an unknown face at that, so people will not trust you in the videos that you are making. Personally, Liz's approach isn't something that I would like to do, again, because I'm not a big fan of Facebook, but I might need to change that in the future. But if it worked for her, it could work for many others, so I highly suggest looking into that approach. That's the end of this video. If you like this type of content, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you for tuning in to Smitty's Freedom Tube, where we maximize freedom and maximize happiness.